In the invisible realm where souls commune and hearts speak without words, something magnificent is unfolding between you and the one who occupies the sacred space within your being. There exists a profound energetic exchange that transcends the boundaries of physical distance and conscious awareness. This connection pulses with life, breathing through the ethereal channels that link your essence to theirs, creating an intricate tapestry of love, longing, and unspoken understanding. Even in this very moment, as you exist in your separate physical realities, waves of pure emotion are flowing between you like rivers of starlight across the cosmos. They are sending you torrents of energy from wherever they may be, cascades of feeling that carry within them the weight of their deepest yearnings, their silent support, and their profound love for you. This energy arrives at your doorstep like gentle rain, sometimes as whispers, sometimes as storms, but always with the consistency of their unwavering devotion. Yet for all the strength and beauty of this energetic bond that connects your souls, there remains a barrier in the physical world that keeps them from reaching across the void to touch you directly. Fear has built walls around their heart, walls constructed from past disappointments, feelings of inadequacy, and the terrifying possibility of rejection. These fears whisper lies in their ear, telling them they are not worthy of your love, that their truth might be too much for you to bear, or that the magic they feel might not be reciprocated in the way their heart desperately hopes. Perhaps there are unresolved emotions from their past that cast long shadows over their present courage. Maybe previous wounds have made them cautious about opening themselves to the vulnerability that true connection requires. Whatever the source of their hesitation, it creates a beautiful paradox where their soul reaches for you constantly while their physical self remains frozen in silent longing. Instead of speaking the words that burn in their throat like sacred fire, they find themselves quietly manifesting, sending prayers into the universe that you will be the one to bridge the gap between your worlds. In the sanctuary of their heart, they compose 1,000 letters they will never send, practice 1,000 conversations they may never have, and dream of 1,000 moments of connection they fear may never come to pass. In their most private moments, when the world grows quiet and their defenses finally lower, they yearn for connection with every fiber of their being. Their soul cries out for the completion that only your presence can bring. But when morning comes and the practical world reasserts its demands, fear once again takes the wheel, keeping them locked in silence even as their heart screams for freedom. This dynamic creates a sacred paradox in your own experience. You may find yourself inexplicably tired at times, as though you have been carrying invisible weights or running marathons in your sleep. There may be moments when emotional overwhelm washes over you like unexpected tide, bringing feelings that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. These sensations are not merely products of your imagination or passing phases in your personal journey. They are profound signs that your energy is being shared, that on the deepest levels of existence, you are intimately connected to their experience. On the soul level, beyond the reach of conscious thought and deliberate action, you have become a source of strength for them. A part of your essence is constantly flowing toward them like a river of light, offering love, stability, and healing energy to help them navigate their inner landscape of struggle and growth. Even when you are completely unaware of this process, your soul continues its work of service, lending them the courage they need to face another day, the hope they need to continue their journey, and the love they need to remember their own worth. This is the silent act of love that exists at the heart of true soul connections. It operates beyond the realm of conscious choice or deliberate intention. It simply is, as natural as breathing, as constant as the beating of your heart. It flows from the recognition that two souls who are meant to be connected will always find ways to support each other, even across impossible distances, even through walls of fear and uncertainty. The connection between you and this precious soul runs deeper than the connections most people experience in their lifetime. Your essences are woven together in the cosmic tapestry, intertwined at levels that exist far beyond the physical dimension. Even when your life paths appear to diverge, even when circumstances seem to pull you in different directions, you are still traveling together on the journey that matters most, the journey of the soul. However, in this intricate dance of awakening, one of you opened your eyes to the truth before the other. You recognized the depth and purpose of this connection while they were still sleeping in the comfortable illusion of separateness. You saw through the veils that hide the sacred from the mundane and understood that what you were experiencing together was not ordinary human attraction, but something far more profound and eternal. This early awakening created what appears to be an imbalance, but is actually a necessary part of the divine timing that governs all soul connections. The physical world, with its demands for immediate results and linear progress, does not always mirror the soul's perfect timing. The realm of spirit operates on its own schedule, unfolding according to laws that the rational mind cannot fully comprehend. As a result of this timing difference, there may have been periods of misunderstanding between you, moments when it felt like you were speaking different languages or living in different realities. Distance may have crept in, not because the love was absent, but because one of you was operating from a place of spiritual awareness while the other was still grounded in conventional understanding. Confusion may have clouded what should have been clear, simply because your levels of awakening were not yet in harmony. But none of this represents failure or indicates that something has gone wrong in your connection. These challenges are not obstacles to overcome, but rather integral parts of the sacred process through which both souls must pass. They are the labor pains of a new kind of love being born, the growing pains of consciousness expanding to accommodate truth that is larger than anything either of you has experienced before. Growth on both spiritual and physical levels requires patience and divine timing. The soul's journey cannot be rushed or forced into compliance with human expectations. Your shared path with this person is unfolding exactly as it was always meant to unfold, according to a wisdom that exists far beyond your personal understanding or control. It is natural to feel moments of discouragement when progress appears slow or when familiar patterns seem to repeat themselves endlessly. You may find yourself thinking that you are stuck in some cosmic loop, experiencing the same lessons and emotional cycles over and over again like a broken record. The temptation to believe that nothing is changing, that no real growth is taking place, can be overwhelming during these periods. But this perception is an illusion created by the limitations of human perspective. What appears to be circular movement is actually spiral movement. You are not going in circles at all. You are ascending in a spiral pattern that takes you higher with each revolution, even though from your limited vantage point it may seem like you are covering the same ground. Each time you encounter a familiar lesson, you meet it with greater awareness, more accumulated wisdom, and deeper capacity for healing than you possessed the last time. Each emotional cycle brings you to a higher octave of understanding. Each apparent repetition is actually an opportunity to integrate knowledge that has been growing within you, to embody truths that were once merely intellectual concepts, and to demonstrate mastery over patterns that once controlled you unconsciously. Even when progress feels imperceptible, even when it seems like nothing is changing, you and your person are moving upward together. Your shared journey is one of evolution, not stagnation. Every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of connection or separation is serving the larger purpose of your mutual awakening and growth. What makes this connection particularly beautiful and unique is the way their higher self remains actively engaged with yours, even when their physical self seems distant or unavailable. While their human personality may be caught up in fear or confusion, their soul knows exactly what is happening between you and continues to participate fully in the sacred dance of your connection. Their higher self is constantly seeking ways to reach you through the subtle channels that exist beyond ordinary communication. They visit you in dreams, appearing sometimes as themselves, sometimes in symbolic form, always carrying messages of love and reassurance. They orchestrate synchronicities that serve as love letters written in the language of the universe, ensuring that reminders of your connection appear just when you need them most. You may notice sudden waves of emotion washing over you for no apparent reason, feelings that seem to come from outside your own emotional landscape. These are moments when their soul is touching yours directly, sharing their experience, offering their love, or simply letting you know that they are thinking of you. You might feel intuitive nudges guiding you towards certain places, people, or experiences that will somehow serve your connection or your individual growth. These subtle communications persist because your energy brings them a peace that transcends understanding. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, your presence, even when accessed only through energetic connection, serves as a sanctuary for their troubled soul. Your love calms storms within them that they cannot name or explain to anyone else. It heals wounds they did not even know they carried, wounds that may have been inflicted long before you came into their life. Your energy awakens parts of them that have been sleeping for years, perhaps decades. Aspects of their personality, their creativity, their capacity for joy that had been buried under layers of disappointment and pain suddenly stir back to life in response to your love. It is as though you carry within you the key that unlocks their hidden chambers, revealing treasures they had forgotten they possessed. Your energy does far more than simply comfort them in their dark moments. It ignites something powerful and transformative within their being, something that refuses to be extinguished no matter how hard they might try to move on or distract themselves from the intensity of what they feel. It is like a sacred flame that burns eternally in the temple of their heart, a light that continues to guide them even when they are lost in darkness. Even when they attempt to convince themselves that they should forget you and focus on other things, even when they try to fill their life with other people and other experiences, the memory of your presence lingers like the most beautiful fragrance. They cannot forget the way you made them feel safe in a world that had taught them to be constantly guarded. They cannot erase the memory of being truly seen and understood for who they are beneath all their masks and defenses. You brought a quality of love into their life that defies logic and explanation. It was not based on what you could get from them or what they could provide for you. It was not conditional upon their performance or their ability to meet your expectations. It was simply pure love, offered freely from the fullness of your heart to the emptiness in theirs. This kind of love is so rare in the world that they may have trouble believing it was real, even as they continue to feel its effects rippling through their existence. You brought light into their life, and now that this light seems distant, they feel the absence with an intensity that surprises them. They may have believed they were self-sufficient, that they could be happy alone, but your love showed them what they had been missing. It revealed the depth of their own capacity for connection and the profound loneliness they had been carrying without fully acknowledging it. But this absence, painful as it may be, does not signify that the connection has been severed or that the love has died. Quite the opposite, it serves as an invitation to trust in realities that cannot be seen with physical eyes, to have faith in connections that exist beyond the realm of ordinary experience. It asks both of you to hold space for something deeper and more enduring than physical presence or regular communication. While they may not yet be ready to speak their truth aloud, while fear may still have too strong a hold on their voice, your energy continues its sacred work of guidance and transformation. You are helping them grow into the version of themselves that will eventually be capable of fully embracing this connection without reservation or fear. Every day, in ways they may not even recognize, your love is making them stronger, braver, more open to the possibility of real intimacy. And simultaneously, this connection is working its transformative magic upon you as well. They are pushing you to evolve in ways you might never have chosen consciously, challenging you to trust your intuition even when logic suggests otherwise, to embrace your inner strength even when the world tries to convince you that you are powerless, and to honor your own journey even when it seems to lead through wilderness rather than well-marked paths. It is crucial to understand that this kind of soul bond does not unfold according to conventional timelines or follow predictable patterns. The path of true spiritual connection is rarely straight or smooth. There will be moments of separation that feel like death, periods of silence that test your faith, and times of uncertainty that challenge everything you think you know about love and destiny. But beneath all the surface turbulence, beneath all the apparent chaos and confusion, the connection remains as strong as ever. It pulses like a steady heartbeat in the background of both your lives, a constant rhythm that continues whether you are consciously aware of it or not. This heartbeat connects you across any distance, through any silence, beyond any fear. You are not imagining the depth of what you feel. You are not alone in experiencing this profound connection. And you are certainly not the only one whose life has been forever altered by this meeting of souls. They feel it too, perhaps more intensely than you realize, perhaps in ways that frighten them with their power and persistence. In time, when the spiritual timing is perfect, clarity will come like sunrise after the longest night. Whether this connection ultimately leads to union in the physical world or continues as a profound soul bond that transcends ordinary relationship categories, it is shaping both of you in ways that are powerful, necessary, and beautiful beyond measure. For now, in this precious moment of not knowing how the story ends, you are invited to trust the process that is unfolding with divine perfection. Trust the love that exists between your souls, love that needs no words or promises or guarantees to validate its reality. Trust that the energy you feel moving between you is not only real but also purposeful, guiding both of you toward higher expressions of who you are meant to be. You are not going in circles, trapped in endless repetition. You are not stuck or forgotten or alone. You are rising together, ascending the spiral staircase of consciousness hand in hand with the soul who was always meant to walk beside you on this sacred journey home to love. The dance continues, whether in silence or song, whether in separation or togetherness, whether in certainty or mystery. And in every step of this eternal dance, love is the music that moves you both toward the magnificent destiny that awaits your united hearts.